Horoscope for Aries, Sunday, 10 May 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. You feel that pressure in the air, Aries? It's like that strange calm that precedes an electrical storm, where the hair of your arm stands and the atmosphere seems charged with electricity that you can't explain. The universe today does not ask you to ignore the tension, but to use it as the necessary fuel for your own transformation. There is a necessary friction in the environment. You can feel it in a text message that comes at the least opportune time, or in that intense look of someone who seems to want to tell you everything without uttering a single word. However, do not be frightened by the intensity, because behind that cloud of challenges, there is a ray of golden light that illuminates everything. Although you feel that there are forces pushing you in opposite directions, there is a subtle harmony, a whisper of opportunity that tells you that, if you know how to navigate this turbulence, you will come out of it with a clarity that you did not previously possess. That vibrant, almost electric energy manifests itself in you in a very physical way. When you wake up, you might feel a strange duality in your own body, as if your muscles were ready for a speed race, but your limbs felt heavy, almost anchored to the bed. It is the dance between the impulsive force of Mars and Saturn's discipline touring your vitality. You can experience a tingling in the palms of your hands or a feeling of floating, as if the border between your skin and the outside world became a little blurry, fruit of that Neptunian influence that invites you to introspection. It is not tired, Aries. It is an invitation to recognize your own power and, at the same time, to learn to contain it. If you feel your heart rate accelerates for no apparent reason, don't ignore it. It's your body processing the enormous burden of will that you have available today. Use it to move, to stretch, to inhabit your own strength with consciousness. Taking this energy to the professional and material terrain, the panorama becomes fascinatingly dynamic. Imagine that you are checking your bank account or reviewing a budget on your computer, and suddenly an unexpected notification. A movement of money or a brilliant idea about how to optimize your resources makes you jump out of the chair. With the Sun and Mercury illuminating your ability to generate value, your mind is working at an assimilated speed. However, the presence of Uranus here adds a touch of unpredictability. A sudden change in your financial plans or a disruptive idea that breaks with the traditional may appear out of nowhere. Perhaps it is that email that you doubt whether to send, but that contains the key to a new revenue path. Although on your professional horizon Capricorn's structure demands order and ambition, don't be afraid of the spark of the new. The key today is mental agility to grasp the opportunity in the midst of change, without losing sight of the strength your long-term goals require. If we look now at your welfare and your daily habits, Heaven asks you for a return to the essentials. Even if you feel that impulse from Mars for breaking the rules, your body is sending you subtle signals, perhaps a little warning in your digestion or a slight tension in your back, reminding you that Virgo's constancy is your best ally. It is an ideal time for preventive maintenance. Don't wait until the engine stops to check the oil. It could be as simple as the satisfaction of preparing a nutritious dinner without haste, feeling the texture of food, or the conscious decision to organize your desk so that external chaos does not move into your mind. By establishing a small but innegotiable routine, like drinking a glass of water when you wake up or spending 10 minutes on a gentle stretch, you will be channeling that energy of Saturn into the discipline that will give you peace, transforming tension into a structure that sustains you. If we enter the world of your emotions and your bonds, the intensity increases. There's something deeply transformative going on in your social circles. You can feel that a friendship of a lifetime acquires a different nuance, or that a group of people in which you participate generates a mixture of fascination and a certain restlessness. The presence of the Moon and Pluto in your social sphere suggests that masks are being sluggish. It is possible that a comment on a WhatsApp group or a deep conversation with a friend will reveal a hidden truth to you. But don't shut down. Despite the intensity, There is a comforting warmth in your home, an expansion that invites you to seek refuge in your roots, in what makes you feel safe. In your most intimate relationships, the quest for balance will be your compass. If you feel a touch with your partner or someone close, don't see it as a crisis, but as the opportunity to clean up what is no longer useful to leave room for a more authentic and deep connection. As for your intellectual and spiritual growth, your mind is a fertile field of discoveries. Communication becomes your beauty tool. A brief message, handwritten note, or casual conversation with a stranger can leave you a seed of wisdom that will bloom later. Thanks to Venus, you have the ability to find harmony even in the most complex subjects. At the same time, there is a call to the unknown, to those distant horizons that you are so passionate about. You could find yourself reading an article or listening to a podcast that suddenly provokes that mental click, that epiphany that makes you see the world with a much broader and wiser perspective. It is a time to allow your intuition, that soft voice that you sometimes ignore, to guide you through logic, allowing what you learn today to become the wisdom of your tomorrow. If today you feel you need to do a ritual to manage the tension you perceive in the environment, I propose a tension alchemy. It's a process to release the burden that the Mercury and Mars quadrature may be placing in your thoughts. Find a piece of paper and a bowl. Write honestly what is irritating you today. That comment, that doubt, that little labor or personal frustration. Don't keep anything. Once you've dumped it on paper, visualize how a pure white light disintegrates those words, taking their power over you. Break the paper into very small pieces, almost as if it were dust, and throw it away in the outer trash, thanking the universe for helping you release that load. Finally, wash your hands with cold water and some soap, imagining that the water takes away any residue of that irritation, leaving you clean and renewed for what is to come. To accompany your energy during the day, I propose the yellow color. Yellow has the ability to illuminate the mind and bring clarity where there is confusion, helping you navigate the energy of the Sun and Mercury. You don't need to buy anything new. Look for a small detail in your environment. It may be the color of the cup of coffee you used this morning, the wallpaper of your mobile phone, or even a small accessory on your clothes. If you have something of this color nearby, use it as a visual anchor. Every time you see it, remember that you have the necessary clarity to make the best decisions. Remember that the most important thing is not the object itself, but the intention of light that you place in it. Today, you will discover that the true strength lies not in avoiding the storm, but in learning to navigate it masterfully. You will be able to transform each challenge into a step towards your own greatness. Have a nice day, dear Aries. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.